This is week 2. I'll be starting with a head shave. Here I'm applying foam on top of the head, on the sides of the head, and I'm adding enough foam so that it doesn't irritate my skin after I shave it. I'm using the razor here to shave the top of the head and the sides of the head. I'm using the sensitive side of the handle. Here you can see I'm making another pass on the top of the head and on the sides of the head. I'm just trying to remove as much hair as possible with the sensitive side of the razor handle. Now I'm just installing the 3 cartridge adapter so I can get a nice smooth shave on the top and sides of the head now. I'm making passes as needed over the top and sides of the head just so I can get it as smooth as possible. You can feel that as you're having the blade go across your head. I finish off the top of the head and sides of the head and back of the head with this adapter. Just more slick and more smooth as it goes across. And you do get a weeper here and there when you're doing this. That is quite normal. I use the mirror in front of me and then I use the mirror to the side of me to make sure that I get those areas that I'm afraid I might be missing. And I just keep an eye on what I'm doing. This is the second week of shaving and shaping. And right here I'm just preparing the lather for the shave and shape. I start with applying the lather on the neck. I like to get the lower portion of the neck since I do have hair that grows in that area. I like to get the edges towards the ear there, just below the ear on the neck, because you do have hairs that'll grow in there. It's getting close. It's starting to feel good where it is right now. I'm just installing the cartridge adapter once again. I like to shave side to side with the grain and against the grain to make sure I get all of those hairs that are growing on my neck. I like to create the shape by working at the top of the neck, then working my way down the neck. I rinse the cartridge blades and the double-edged razor blade throughout a shave to make sure that it doesn't tug and that sort of thing. Sometimes multiple passes throughout a shave are needed, depending on how much you've been using it throughout the shave. You can see me doing that right here. Yep, it definitely needs a rinse. You want to do a light gulp when you're getting near the Adam's apple so you don't cut the Adam's apple. I like to feel the stubble a little bit to see if it needs a little bit more of a shave or not as well. Just below the ear on the neck. Lathering up the cheeks for a shaping shave. And I'll be using the cartridge adapter to complete this. Shaving near the eye socket and mustache right here. Just like on the neck, I work the top downward towards the beard to get that shaping just right. I brush away the soap just so I can see where I need to shave next. I'm shaving the small area just under the lip. You can see that better right here. I'll need to rinse out that blade and prep some lather real quick. This lather is just for touch-ups. I'm just touching up what I previously completed, and I'm working the top downward. Moving the soap out of the way as needed. I'm just trying to keep the skin as smooth as possible and the shape as even as possible on both sides. Sometimes getting a better angle in the mirror helps get that shape just right. Just get another look in the mirror there. A small beard trim just at the end of this shave here, just to make everything look just so and make it easier for the next week. Now I'm just finishing up that week 3 trim. A little bit of moisturizer, beard oil, beard thickener, beard balm, final comb through, with a goatee, with the beard, Libby Handmade statues. Here are the Libby Handmade pre-print, pre-paint statue 1 images. You can see they put a lot of thought into this. These are the Libby Handmade final statue 1 images. Here are the Libby Handmade pre-print, pre-paint statue 2 images. Libby Handmade final images for statue 2.